Ace. Were you affronted by Robbo's contention? Is that why you chose to raise it last night?
I've actually had a bit of time to reflect on this, Jared, and I've actually rang Robbo about it this afternoon, but the word that really got to me was emptiness. And I suppose there's a little bit of ego involved in it, because if it didn't mean anything to me, then I wouldn't have been triggered by it. But I would love to be a part of a premiership squad, and the experience in 2010 as an assistant coach was pretty good to see the joy on young faces. And when I experienced as a 20-year-old at Port Adelaide, it was pretty special too. So I suppose you know selfishly how that feels and you want it. But on a bigger picture, the idea of emptiness was problematic for me when I saw that word. And it wasn't actually a word that Robbo used. It was used in the title, the headline. But to think in the times that we're in at the moment that if you don't win a premiership, that you're empty is not consistent with the way that I'm viewing life and my perspective on life and even our current situation at present.
Hey, Buck, well said. And why was it so important for you to say that after your press conference?
Well, I think I've been pretty big on it, with our playing group. I suppose one of the philosophies of my coaching is not so much an X or an O or a tactical piece, but it's how we approach our opportunities in the game, and that we accept winning and losing as a part of the reality of what we do. And sometimes it's falling short, and sometimes it's exceeding expectations as well, your own and people external to the organisation. So I'd like to think that what we do internally is to build up our people and to celebrate their strengths and their power and their attributes and what they can achieve. We're all a little bit empty in some shape or form, but I think to focus on that part of it is not only is it not sustainable, but it doesn't achieve what you're looking out to achieve. And what we want is good people, to develop good people and to see young men become really solid, mature age men and have happy existences in their professional lives in particular.
The spin-off conversation of the day, Bucks, has been that age-old class war of premiership versus no premiership and the weight that it carries for a legacy in the game. Is it tyrannical in the AFL that you are a lesser being without a premiership?
Well, that's a matter of opinion, Jared, and everyone's entitled to their opinion. And where you want to take the conversation. I mean, if I coached my 200th game on the weekend, and if the conversation wants to be about not, in that length of time, not being a premiership player or being able to be a senior coach in a premiership program, well, then that is someone's right to do it. That is, anyone can have that opinion, but I thought milestones are an opportunity to celebrate the longevity and the contribution to the game. So I would rather focus on that. And I think there's so much more to footy. Any given year we have a premier and we have 17 that fall short. That doesn't mean that 18 are going to be a chance of winning a premiership. Every time you go into a season, everyone's on different cycles. And I suppose over a long enough period of time, you'd like to think you get a chance to have a look at the ice cream.